Found some new stream music and it's kind of funky. What's poppin'? I ain't got much of a plan today, really. Besides just Genshin grinding. Besides that, we'll figure it out as we go. I'm never really gonna have much of a plan. Alright. Let's get this started. Open up Streamlabs on my phone so I can see my events. Except I didn't update for my last stream, but that's okay. We'll act like it's working properly. Alright. I have some catching up to do in the old Genshin. I have a lot of shit that I haven't done because I'm lazy. So we'll figure it out. I don't know. I'm probably gonna do the Cosmo story quest before I do anything else. Catching up wise. I mean, I'm gonna grade my resin out, but... Alright. That's... Let's also cook some dishes and forge some shit. Jump over here. Get some crystal flies. I could drop all this fragile resin, but I'm saving it. It is not talent book. I don't like this one as much. Put that one out of there. I was listening to some of the tracks, but I kind of just dumped a lot of the stream music in the playlist and called it a day. I heard a couple songs and I was like, oh, they're probably all good. So I'll vet them as we go. I'll keep the ones that are certified bangers. I meant bad. Yes. Okay. Good enough. Ohio? What's poppin', Ohio? How are you? You Bing chillin'? I'm tired as fuck today. Hey, that's my boy. Trying to fucking do this at least 5 days a week. And it's gonna be mostly done on my days I'm working. Give myself an excuse to get on and play games more. So we shall see how that goes. What am I doing? I've done that so much. It's not healthy. I had to take a nap yesterday after I streamed, so I was exhausted. That's fair. Mine's usually pretty normal because of my job. Usually on Sunday through Thursday, I'm in bed at around 10. I fall asleep around 11:30. Because I have to be up at 6 a.m. But since I've had this time off, it's kind of been destroyed a little bit. Alright. We'll forge War 2, I guess. Okay, I'm already here. I might as well. I have to go back to work on Sunday, and I'm not looking forward to it. I've been enjoying this time off way too much. Alright. Wow, I have no iron ore. Okay. What world do I live in where I have to farm iron ore in Genshin? Love that. Eventually. Is there no craft furnishing in this, or am I stupid? Oh, that's right there. Okay. I am just stupid. What else is new? Let us go. Well. Well. What else do I need for this? Ruin Sentinel Cores. Samurai Hilt. Alright. Let's finish Mist Splitter out. Against my better judgment. Actually, oh well, is it? No, it's not. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Subtle flex. I know how I see you. Actually, I was playing a little bit yesterday because I was trying to grind out that fusion and I was using it. It does actually feel pretty good for no reason. Kind of surprised. I haven't used Rat King in a hot minute. Do I even need to farm this domain? No, I don't. Go figure. Alright. Give. I need to keep going for that fusion though. I did not get a good enough roll. But I just... oh, holy shit. Okay. Why am I so smooth brain? Why can I not remember basic fucking numbers? Alright, I need 16 and 16. I don't have the catalyst done, because I don't have friends. No, I don't have it done because it's kind of a pain in the ass. I really probably should get it done, but... A, willing to suffer with the boys? Maybe. God, more hilts, okay. Wow, okay. You know what? Yeah, sure. At this point, you're just fucking numb to it, I guess. I was gonna, why don't I have it done? You have a solid method? What's the solid method? Really? 15 minutes? The fuck? Oh, you are correct. Yes. I forgot that that counts. That's not that bad then. You know, realistically, I really could have, at like before this point, I probably could have just gone on like the LFG or something, and searched Rat King, and there's probably people that want to do it, but I'm just lazy. I was gonna do it with Bane at some point, way back when he was actually playing this game, but just never got around to it. Is there not? Oh, it was the samurai who wanders the beach. There you go. I was gonna say, I marked this for a reason. We did a vow last night, and my body hurt. Just go do whatever. You can go bake a cake. I don't know why I never thought of vow. Or not vow, grasp. Jay's playing Team Scorch? What the fuck? Is it a seasonal challenge for this week? Or was he just playing it for fun? I know Evie plays it a lot. I see. That makes sense. I gotcha. I need to get working on some of my seasonal challenges. I haven't been playing as much, so I've been kind of slacking. So not. Maybe it comes with the group. I don't know. I marked these all like forever ago, so I have like no memory of what any of them actually are. I kind of forget Jay plays Destiny sometimes because I've only seen him play No Man's Sky lately. He's been obsessed with it. It's a good game. I put some hours into it. I guess my only problem is that it still felt kind of samey. I don't know how else to describe it. It's definitely better than it used to be, but I don't know. I was exploring planets for mats and stuff, and I kind of just got bored. I was just like, nah, alright. I mean, I picked it up for like $10, and I played, I don't know, 20 hours of it, so I guess I'm not completely mad or anything, but I was expecting a little more. But if you get into it, I'm sure it's a blast. But not for me. That's exactly my problem with it. Is you're kind of just... You make a small shitty base on a planet you're not even sure you want to stay at, and then you kind of just have to go planet hopping for mats. And that's really it. There's not much to really explore. Later on it gets more interesting, but... The beginning is a bit of a trudge, and it isn't necessarily worth it to me. The multiplayer part was kind of cool, but even then, like, there's not really much incentive to work as a crew. If anything, it's worse. Just because of resource scarcity. I don't know. Did I? No. I haven't really played a good survival game in a minute that I've been like really engrossed in. The last one that I was probably into was The Forest, when we all played The Forest for a little bit. But it wasn't even... It's not really even a survival game, it's more of a story game. I am intrigued in The Forest too, though. That is coming out soonish. Kind of interested what they're gonna do with it. Or, well, I think I remember... What did I see? Isn't it something like, I think we're like... It's following the sun after he's like grown up? Something like that. Yeah, The Forest was good. It was a blast when we played it for a minute. The survival part of it was meh, but the cave exploring was cool. I didn't really care for the boss fights or anything, because they were pretty easy, but... I kind of wish it had more in the way of survival, because I feel like there's no incentive to play it after you're done. Like with the story of it. I mean, there's multiple endings, I think, but even then, I don't know. We played it and I kind of didn't feel a need to ever replay it again, really. I mean, like, I shouldn't say that, because I probably would if someone else hadn't played it before. Yeah, we would do that all the time. We'd jump back and forth into buying a server and playing for a minute. We'd do a bunch of mod packs. It was a good time to jump back into. I think, for me, unfortunately, since I've been doing it for so long, that Minecraft is... Even modded Minecraft has finally reached its point where I'm kind of like... I've seen it all. Because a lot of mods are just recycled and updated, and I feel like I haven't seen anything new enough lately, and it kind of makes me sad. But... I mean, I've been playing it since, you know, 1.1, so... Modern Minecraft used to be a blast. Especially packs that have, like, a big quest book. Oh, that's Terraria. That's something I haven't played in a minute either. Terraria's good. The modding scene for Terraria is ridiculous. I feel like it's almost crazier than Minecraft in a way. I think the biggest difference is that Terraria expands on the timeline. Yes, 100%. The mods expand on the timeline of the game and give you more progression, versus Minecraft is kind of just a way to change progression. If that makes sense. Is there not a samurai over here? I'm not down there, are they? Yeah, I'd agree. I'd very much agree to that statement. Yeah. There's just something satisfying about the whole boss checklist thing. That's what always got me into it, is I like having big list of big boss that I can follow and track my progression with, and I can, like, see myself at different stages needing certain materials for armors and having the custom classes, like from Thorium and stuff. It's a good time. I guess that's what Minecraft got to me with. It was just kind of like, it's still good and it's still fun, but I kind of reached that point where I was like, there's only so many times I can, like, set up a computer. Yeah, I agree. There's only so many times I can set up a computer. There's only so many times I can set up a quarry. There's only so many times I can mess with Ender IO piping to sort my chests and shit. Like, it's good, it's fun, but it gets to that point where I'm kind of like, I've done it so many times, I'm sick of looking at it. Like, lately, if I've ever played modded Minecraft, I've explicitly not done anything important besides building and magic stuff, because I don't feel like being the person that's going to set up the storage system for the 100th time. Mod pack was interesting. What mod pack did you play? Did you play that, like, super hardcore one that everyone's been talking about for a while? RL Craft or whatever? No? The last one I played was Sevtech Ages, and that shit hurt my body. It was long. It was good, but it was long. Radcap Lake. That is something I have not heard of. Look it up. My browser will open. The leveling system. Dungeons, dimensions. Oh, so it's like an RPG mod. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, stuff like that I like. Alright, thought I was gonna sneeze, but it dissipated. Sick. Yeah, mod packs like those are what add actual substance into it, because that helps give you that goal, besides just, here's the list of all the mods that are in your mod pack, go play all of them. Or go set up all of them, because that's what a lot of them feel like to me at this point, is kind of just, alright, you know you have X, Y, and Z mod, go set it up. I mean, you know, it isn't a bad thing either, but... kind of comes back to my whole, like, I'm sick of setting up a computer storage system thing. I want something that gives me more to do, not just something that gives me chores.
Alright, time to get serious.
Yeah. You do all of the progression in the first, like, 10 minutes of the mod and setting all your shit up, and it's just like, alright, haha, go mine more ore. That's it. Like, alright, well, I guess I'll die. Start doing nuclear power bills. It's like, you get the basic stuff to make, like, the blocks for a nuclear reactor, then it's like, okay, just get more uranium, make it bigger. I kind of miss back in the day when, the big nuclear reactors had the whole control rod system in that big interface, and you had to, like, efficiently set up coolant rods and uranium rods to make a efficient, like, reactor setup for power. It wasn't much more of a thing, but it was, you know, it gave more life to it, I guess, instead of just, you know, haha, put blocks in a square, and then all of a sudden you have infinite power. What you doing? You've done them all. Yeah, kinda. Oh, they group this shit up now. Well, that's different. That's exactly how it feels. Like, if you've done any storage system mod, you've basically done them all. It doesn't, like... It's still fun, and it's more of just they add it for convenience, not to enhance the mod pack. Because, like, might as well. In some ways, like, the computer is nice, but in some ways I almost kind of prefer the old system of storage with the fucking buildcraft pipes and a bunch of crystal chests. At least it was more visceral to look at, and I could kind of see my storage system working, instead of just routing stuff underground to a computer, and then you don't see it. So lately, if I've played any, I've basically just done the magic stuff. Because at least the magic stuff is a little more engaging. But Sevtech was kind of interesting because the whole point of the pack is like they have a bunch of mods that they themed progression around the ages, so you kind of start like as cavemen with very primitive shit and like totem magic and stuff like that, and you like level up through the ages and get more technology as time goes on, so it like changes up how you like do things. My only issue with it, it was very long, like ridiculously long to get anything done, and they had, I don't know, like 6 ages or something like that, so I never really properly finished it, but it was fun. Do we have enough? No, probably not. Oh, what? What achievement did I get? Oh, chests. Yeah. This is mail. Oh, it's Kujozara's birthday. Thank you for, oddly enough, giving me the mats that I was farming for. So I can Zhao give us like 12 crystal flies. Like, absolutely, thank you. I will take those. Alright, that script should be enough, I think. Sweet. This is order. It's always, I picked the wrong test subject and not how is the wrong test subject. Look at my bio, that's how all the wrong test subjects is doing. Hey, Fair. Thank you for coming out, sir. I enjoyed talking to you as always. Have a good nap. I hope your sleep schedule doesn't die even further. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Have I pulled a Haijo yet? No. Just curious. Do I have almost enough premiums. For my dailies, I will. Yep. Need 16, so I just need 10. I needed 2 more, apparently. I am Gabriel. Alright. That is all of my weapon mats. Good to know. Alright. What's my mind looking at something? I didn't use any of my fucking resin yet, so where do I want to dump this? I guess just dump it in Heart of Depths. What I'm doing all week. Heart of Sadness. Heart of No Bitches. Heart of only have gotten 1 5-star hat from it ever that was good. I always enjoy that I can start a smithing project in Mondstadt or Leeway and come claim it in Inazuma. Like, yes, thank you for shipping my delivery to this fucking blacksmith in Inazuma City. No, fireworks. Fuck you. Alright, let's go farm the shit. And I'll do my dailies afterwards, I guess. I mean, I should do my dailies first, probably, but it's alright. When does Spiral Abyss reset? When does Spiral Abyss reset? 1 day and 14 hours.
View.
The threads of your fate lie in my hands.
The threads of your fate lie in my hands. I am the princess in Divergilung. Shut the fuck up. I like Fischl, but her dialogue is obnoxious. And does make me want to hurt myself. But it's neither here nor there.
By royal decree.
Wind strider.
I have. Thank you.
Dog's over.
Clouds high. The birds order guide you. Solidify.
Shadow Raven.
Can I get something decent? Probably not. Nope. 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 Can I have something to eat? No. Bug up there. Can't tell what that is. A bit of dust on my ceiling. Alright. Boop. Boop. Boop.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
Midnight Fantastic.
Pew. It's hot in here. Wow, 2 health percent pieces you shouldn't have. You really shouldn't have. Turn my fan on. Hope he doesn't pick up on the mic. No, it doesn't. Cool.
On, reveal the Dog's over.
Order guide.
You. Pop a meatball.
Gather. Wind strider. Fallen leaves.
Pop a Q. Pop a Q. Pop a Q.
Toy line.
Mm. Wow, a health percent hat. You shouldn't have. This is why I stopped farming this domain. This domain makes me upsetty spaghetti. That's why I stopped farming Crimson Witch too, because the only good hat I got from Mahutao is this garbage. So I gave up. I said I'll come back once I get Homa.
Solidify. This is order.
By royal
Boop. 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 Meatball. I didn't crit. What's up? Wow. Another week, another nothing. It's just how it is around here. I'm debating pulling his weapon, but I just don't need it. I need an elemental mastery hat. That's what I would want. But cannot. What I really need is attack percent actually on that hat. Alright. Pop. Each of the pieces. Not great. Pix isn't the worst thing in the world. Malbedo's crying for something better than this. Need a crit damage hat. Wow, wow. Alright. This feather could be great. Well, it could have been great. Now it's this. I need a crit damage up a crit rate. What's that? You know what? Let's go pump some resin into that domain. Why not? sitting on the fragile resin. A reason not to. Need to make my Ito team better. Saving those trashy 5 stars for 3.0, I guess.
Can't catch me.
Because they're gonna update the strong box with all the basic pieces. That's right. Yeah. Here. Get in here. No, I'm just news going on yet? I'm surprised that the whole summer event didn't drop with the start of 2.8 because
Can't catch me.
there's nothing going on right now. I was kind of hoping for something to be going on, but
Live. Witness my great undertaking. Order guide you. Charge! Everyone on me! Let's roll!
you,
This is order.
pop you, pop you, pop this,
Feel the same shit
pop this, go back to you, pop an E, pop a Q, pop an E, pop a Q. Okay. I need a healer. This is not the team, but this is still me. Not at all. Well, first of all,
May knowledge guide you.
let's just put, or, let's just this team. What if? It's up to you. Need to have this back.
Whirling snow. Yeah. Take flight.
These. Do these. Do these. Okay. It's pretty fun. I should try Shanha. But can we not? Can we not do this, please? I just would like some pretty pieces for my Ito. Thank you. Okay. Hydro, swirl,
This is long overdue.
cryo,
My
E.
apologies. Embrace the ice.
Pop one of these.
Wind strike. As one with wind and cloud.
Billowing surge. Allow me.
Okay. Come on, give me an amazing. No, it's like crit damage at, but
Let's move out.
you know you wanna. Come on. Daddy needs a new crit damage hat.
Rest, read access denied. Take flight. Hold the line.
The wind knows it.
You, top one of you, E, E,
Kamisato out.
E,
Clouds high.
you.
The birds come.
I mean, that's a good flower. Potentially. I mean, what does my Ito's flower look like? I mean, it's better. I'll still roll it.
Wind strike.
My apologies. Blaze over.
Pop one of these. Pop one of these. Pop one of these. Pop a Q. Pop an E. Let's him up a little bit. Dash. E. Or fly into the air and completely dodge it all. You bastard.
We're way beyond. Allow me. Take flight.
Trash! Be gone! Alright. Yeah, I was hoping. Well, that was pretty bad hat anyway. Okay, so we'll roll that, I guess. This is a good attack percent science. A defense percent, unfortunately. Alright. Well, let's roll this flower then. See what this flower is hitting on. Alright. I mean, it's a low roll, but it is a roll into crit, right? For damage? Flat def. My problem is it's going to be just effectively the same thing. It is 1, 2, it's 3 more rolls I can put into it. And it's just going to turn out the same way. Unless I get a max into both. Oh, fuck it. Statistically... Oh, well, I guess this is just better on Albedo anyway. So I might as well just swap them. Yeah, that would be garbage. But on Albedo, it's fine. Yeah, I really wanted a crit damage hat, not a crit rate hat, but... Hey, maybe it'll roll crit damage. I don't know why I'm rolling this. But... Anyway. Hopefully... She's just a cute character, but... It's just in this meta, she's just not good. I wish she was. I really do. Wednesday. Scenario. Yeah. Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday. Alright, I'll come back. But I do want to build her, I think. Just for fun. I think I do want the Wanderer's Troop, though. I mean, well... I mean, this isn't too bad. I'm sure just because why not? I heard she's pretty decent. But maybe a full Wanderer's Troop would be better. I don't need Pyro Cherries is the problem. But I have too many projects going on anyway. Way too many. Mona's just still sitting here. This is my C4 gene that I do nothing with. I have a C2 Deloop too that just kind of sits around. I have a Kaching sitting there. I have a Eula I need to finish building as well. I have a lot of characters in the back burner. Anyway. Well, at least my Geo team is looking a bit better. just a tiny bit. I mean, I still have the crit rate on my Ito, but Obito's looking a little bit better. So I'll call that a win. Let's go do my dailies, and then figure out what else we're doing from there. Anyone I can bug to do anything on Discord? Not really. Yeah. Hey, there's no teleport point outside. Grab, please. Okay.
Can't catch me.
Man, it's hot today. It's really hot today. Wake up. Over here.
Stabilize. Moments of birth. Order guide you.
Die. Crash. There's a chest over there. What? Grab it. I'm lazy about chests in Yazuma, so not surprised. There's just a chest sitting over there, unclaimed. Nor am I surprised that there's a wave rider that I haven't actually claimed just sitting over here. There's just a loot to you.
Let's roll.
It's a mechanism of some kind. It's locks though. What should we do after this? What do I feel like doing? I don't know. That's part of my problem lately is I just don't know what to play. I've been kind of not bored of everything, but I've been kind of just indecisive. Why you can float over the water? Thank you for that. All this for a common chest. You know, Zuma has too many chests because there's too many common chests around.
Press the advantage. Witness my great undertaking. Solidify. Attaboy.
Alright.
Time.
Get out of here.
All right. New to
Which defense do you have? 1369. 50% of his defense. So I do just straight up want defense everything. I need a defense percent Scarlet Vessel. Unless I do just want to give him this. I kind of like the energy recharge it gave me, to be honest, but maybe I should just give him this. I mean, it's already a decent piece for him. That's the thing, is like I'm rolling on it and it's kind of trash, but like I don't care about the crit. I just wanted to heal. Because I see building him. Oh wow, no. I see building him like how you build Shenhe, where you're really just trying to. He's good now. You're really just trying to give her as much attack percent as possible, and in the same vein, you're just trying to give Goro as much defense as possible, so he can buff. That's not that much more. 30% defense buff. Really? He's getting an extra 43% defense, and it's only taking him up to 14, 17. Alright, whatever. That's an upgrade. I mean, it's gonna buff his defense on top of this anyway, I guess. Yeah, I gave the energy recharge because I thought I would need it. Because it was nice to have. Because his ult is expensive. But, oh. We'll rock with it. I just want to be different. Be a different guy. I wonder when Shenhe's gonna come back. I would have thought we would have had a rerun banner for already. I was kind of hoping to maybe get Shenhe on this banner and skip Klee with Kazuha, but maybe it's a good thing because it makes my life easier. Because I don't have to choose between Shenhe and Kazuha C2. That is my goal, is C2. Just hoping that we actually get some events of substance while his banner is out. Because I saved all of my primos for Ito to try to get him and his weapon. And I pulled C1, but not his weapon. So I'm primo-gemment, and I have primos sunk into the weapon banner. Not like a crazy amount, but I mean, I got this to 2 out of 2 for my wishes and never pulled the weapon, so. Sitting at 32 right now. That was sad. I haven't spent anything in Genshin in a while, but that tempted me to spend. Toxic feeling of like, oh my god, I'm at 2 out of 2. I'm at 30. If I spent $100, I would have gotten there, but not worth it.
Everyone on me! Coming to be. I will have order.
Put your back into it.
Pull in. Sanctioned power.
You bitch.
Who wants some of this?
Die, peasant. Alright. Apple. That's blue. When does the stuff reset? Just barely in time for this banner. Alright. Well, I guess at least I'll have 5 more at some point. Klee. Klee's good, but she's cute and she's fun, but she's just not like amazing. I mean, listen, I have the Klee Genshin headphones, okay? I like Klee. I enjoy her a lot. It's just I wish she was better. She has the problem with Diluc, where it's just that she was good during a time when we didn't have other characters. She just gets outclassed, unfortunately. It's just because back then, like, the meta was so simple, and the characters were just very simple as well. Nothing fancy. You know, you have a character, 2-piece lead, 2-piece Crimson Witch, or 4-piece Crimson Witch, and that was it. No thought. Run it with Xingqiu and then call it a day. There was no Kazuha, there was no Raiden Shogun, there was no Ayato. There's no Diona yet. You know, Chi-Chi. A part of Klee's problem too is her kit is just awkward to play as well. Like, even comparatively to someone like Diluc is so monkey brain, like, normal attack E, normal E, normal E, normal. Q, normal E, normal E, normal E, normal. And then his E has such a short energy cost, you can spam it, because he's his own battery, basically. Doesn't take much for yield Diluc boy. You know, maybe I should build Diluc next instead of Yanfei. That skin's coming out. Right. Man, his talents are booty. Tuesday, Friday, Sunday. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Just because his skin's coming out. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna buy this skin. It's out right now. There's just too much. I know it's a 5-star skin, but sheesh, it's a lot. Excuse me. Bring that ass here, boy. I'll beat your ass.
Fall in. Solidify. Rally. Let's roll. Moment of birth.
Mm-hmm. What? Like, if he's a soldier, how does he not know A of us and B of what we've done? I feel like everyone in the Millelith and, like, the Knights of Favonius and the Tenryo Commission, like, know of what we've done. Like, yeah, hi, hello, I'm the one that brought peace to your nation, helped end the Sakako degree, and also brought Watatsumi Island in the mainland of Inazuma together to fucking compromise and try to live peacefully. No big deal though.
Add Astra.
I've only killed a dragon and also witnessed the fall of a god and also
Astra at
bested your god in combat. No big deal.
error.
There's an error at me. Alright. Yes, more fragile resin. I don't know what to do with. Just say it again. Error. You broken? I just think fucking crit damage. I really wish I had his weapon. 88 crit damage on that weapon is ridiculous. I mean, that would have brought me to like 230 after I got a good crit damage hat. That would have been fantastic on my Ito, but I'm at on the standard banner. I'll look at this in a minute. 18. 23. Wait, what did I get last? Skyward Spine? Yeah, Skyward Spine. My R3 Skyward Spine. No big deal, by the way. I would like Freedom Sworn, but I just can't. Weapon Meta is a scam. It really is. I don't ever recommend anyone pulling on it. It just doesn't make sense. Having to lose pity twice to guarantee the weapon you want is kind of bonkers. It should just be that you choose the one you want to pull for, and that's your pity. And you only have to go twice.
That's me.
Even then, there's just so many good free-to-play options in this game that, like, there's only a couple weapons I'm like, like the Red Horn for Ito. I only say that's ridiculous because it's 88% crit damage, and fucking it gives defense, and it's amazing on him because of the 88% crit damage. But if you can't get it, you know, Serpent Spine is also very good. Can't argue with the passive. You know, the crit rate is decent. Can't complain. Same with even like Kazuha too. Like, his weapon's very good on him, but also R5 Iron Sting is also just good. There isn't much fuss about it. Like, yeah, sure, Freedom Sworn gives like 40 more Elemental Mastery, and it gives him the Noblest effect basically on his sword, but like, eh. For the time that I could spend trying to get the sword, I could get C2 Kazuha and then increase his Elemental Mastery by 200. And arguably, I think that is just more worth it. As well as the fact that I can EQE. So, I don't know. What is the move for today? Oh, I should go on that teapot. Grab my amount of realm currency. I have a boom arm ordered for my mic, but I'm just waiting on that now. It's supposed to come in tomorrow. I was hoping it would come in early, but That'll be kind of nice, so I can stop having random little tapping noises come on my mic. So close for so many of you.
If you ever have it.
I wanted to do the story quest. Hmm. Yeah, alright, sure. Don't do it. I have to not be in my teapot, though. Let's also be smart and be able to be plane. If I have to leave, I might as well leave in style. Man, I'm hungry. I need to figure out lunch here soon. I mean, it's a little bit late for lunch at this point.
Can't catch me.
TBH.
Stabilize. Charge. First forward. Order guide you.
Perish.
The fairy.
To the very end.
It's been a while since we first set foot on Inazuma. So many things have happened since then.
Yep.
Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey.
Like the fucking Oni face is just sitting there. Menacingly. I have a stand.
Huh? What's up?
Oh, what the fuck?
Hey, what the heck was that for? Doesn't wanna
Sudden attacker.
Alright, let's convince him to calm down a little.
First forward.
Hmm.
Oh, coming through.
Oh.
Oh,
Overkill.
don't have a vision after all. Seems like I'm
No, we don't.
someone else.
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before you go attacking them. No, wait. Even when you've got the right person, you shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue. It's dangerous.
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kaedahara Kazuha? He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animal vision.
Huh.
That's none of your business.
I mean, none of my business, bro. You just attacked me.
Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
I know everything about Kaedahara Kazuha.
What the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around here, waving that weird sword in our faces, and he didn't even apologize.
Of course he didn't apologize, because he's an assassin, dumbass.
For sure. No way are we telling him anything about Kazuha.
Very smart, for once.
Thing, though, that even if this guy gets to challenge Kazuha to a duel, he won't be able to beat him.
I mean, if he's a C6 Kazuha, no.
Be on the safe side. We should go find Kazuha right away and tell him to watch his back. Oh? What kind of hunch? A special connection? You mean beyond already?
A special connection.
Yeah, maybe a little. But then again, most people look pretty much the same once they start fighting, so that doesn't really prove anything. Anyway,
Are you
there's
dumb?
no time to lose. Let's go tell Kazuha so we won't get into any danger.
It's not true at all.
Paimon heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look for him
once you, well, I guess Paimon isn't really a experienced sword fighter. I was gonna say, I feel like once you learn how to fight at a high level, everyone definitely does not look like they fight the same, I would imagine. I mean, like, even the characters that I have, like, I mean, you know, like, Kazuo's, like, basic attack string, very different to Albedo. And maybe that's not necessarily, like, a perfect example of it, but Paimon also isn't a sword fighter, so... This ship is not sending. Okay. Oh. The Crux fleet is arriving in Inazuma. Yep. The ship is not there. Ow. I guess it hasn't.
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all.
What?
Well, we took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run. This time, as soon as we entered the harbor, we ran into a huge crowd of Inazumans, all of them wanting to know about Kazuha. If it's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there too, but I don't see her getting this kind of attention. Kazuha keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain, but she just laughs it off.
Strange.
Still don't know what he did.
I've heard bits and pieces. Something about him blocking the ride.
Oh, well, that's what I assumed they would have wanted to see him for, because no, he's not outcast from the island anymore.
As big a deal as everyone's making it out to be? Really? Wow. When you put it like that, it all makes sense. He was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryo Commission.
Yeah, I mean, like, he quite literally did just block an attack from a fucking Archon.
To arrest him at first.
A god.
Couldn't have been friendlier to him.
You know?
Seems like they really respect the guy.
Just a little while
It's like a fucking, like...
would have been completely unintentional.
Especially because they don't, like, know anything about him, and he's not, like, necessarily a I mean, besides, like, his family, he's not necessarily, like, a special person. I mean, like, that's like if I spent my time training, and I fucking caught, like, a Super Saiyan Trunks' sword slash just by, like,
Trying to fend off the crowd.
you know, without dying. I mean, that's effectively what it is. This quest has been cock-blocking so much shit I have done in this game, and yes, I should just finish it. As I should just finish all of these quests I have sitting in my inventory, but that's not what I want to do right now. I don't care about this marriage that's going on. This is Ayato's story quest, isn't it? It's alright. We'll take a break from Kazuha and talk about a marriage. Hello, Kujo.
All right then. Please excuse me. I'll lead you to it from here.
Okay. Thanks, Ibe. I apologize that your impromptu visit comes at a busy time for us, Commissioner. Otherwise, you can be sure that we would have prepared a...
I don't mean to impose, Sir Kujo. In fact, I'm not here on official business at all.
His mouth
I
isn't
have
moving.
good news about yourself and Lady Hiragi. What a glorious marital alliance this shall be. Given the close ties between our clans, it seemed only right that I should come and offer the Kamisato clan's congratulations in person.
I'm truly honored. I hope the news didn't come as too much of a surprise.
Hey there! We came to congratulate you as well.
Since the incident with the Takatsukasa clan, things in the Tenryo Commission have slowly started to stabilize. I'm still acclimating to the position of acting head of the clan. I just hope I'm up to the task, so I can live up to everyone's expectations.
You're far too modest. The public thinks very highly of you.
Mm.
They say you're hardworking.
A compliment from Ayato? That's a big deal.
But I wouldn't have achieved anything without the support of my people. Thanks to them, everything is gradually stabilizing. And I finally had the chance to focus a little on my personal life.
Well, you're certainly making big progress in that department.
Come on now. Pardon me,
It's perfectly all right. Please continue. It's a joyous occasion.
Mm-hmm.
Lighthearted is exactly how things should be. Really, who stays stony-faced when talking about a wedding?
You, Ayato, because that's exactly what you are doing currently.
to know, what's your honest opinion on the whole thing? Do you think it's too sudden?
Of course not. Where there is true love, nothing should be allowed to stand in its way.
That
No doubt people will offer you a colorful variety of opinions. But of course, you will have factored this into your decision, and I'm sure you are prepared for whatever challenges may lie ahead.
Indeed I am.
So, please be confident. When your mind is made up, you ought not be worried about things...
This is the serious conversation where Ayato just whips boba tea out of his sleeve.
There is just one small aspect of this that puzzles me a little.
Please, go ahead.
You've been working hard to bring the Tenryou Commission in line. This is positive, and no doubt the beginning of important change. But on the other side of this equation, Lady Hiragi's father, Hiragi Shinsuke, is still in prison. If you choose now, of all moments, to announce a marriage between the Hiragi and Kujo clans, the kinds of rumors that may begin to spread both among the general public and in the Kanjo Commission are not likely to be in either of your best interests.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Couldn't have put it better myself, Sir Kamisato. This has been my biggest concern for quite a while now. Hiragi Shinsuke is firmly against me having any contact at all with Chisato. In the past, we've always had to communicate in secret by sending letters.
Yeah.
So although now may not look like the best timing for this marriage, it may well be the only opportunity we have.
Oh, that guy? Yeah, he acts like this sweet old man, but he was determined to make as much trouble for us as possible.
He was a
Oh,
dickhead, though.
I can see where you're coming from, but you're only postponing the problem,
Sure.
not solving it.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. But since Chisato had the courage to ask, well, sort of. She raised the idea in a letter, and after some initial hesitation, I went to meet her. It's funny, actually, because when I formally proposed to her in person, she denied having ever written that letter.
Huh? Really?
She didn't say. She just acted confused by the whole thing. She really committed to it.
Oh.
Anyway, as her boyfriend, I knew she was just pretending, so I played along and said, I was only joking about them. After making some disgruntled noises about me making a stupid joke, she blushed and said yes.
Okay. So you discussed it and decided on a date.
We did. I guess it was a chance to finally express our commitment to one another, clearly and completely. And you know what? I think it was about time. No matter what happens next, I will always
Was it a
be
fact?
for her as the one person she can always
It's weird.
Oh, give me a break. Sorry, but Paimon's been wanting to say this the whole time. Is it just this dude, or does everyone in love act like...
Apologies, my friends. And also to Sir Kami.
I had no problem with it. Paimon, fuck
On the
you.
contrary, seeing you so positively smitten puts my mind at rest. No surer evidence could there be of your true feelings.
I fucking hate Paimon. Paimon ruins every fucking good moment in this game, I swear to god.
Yeah, even if it's kind of irritating to see you all smug like this, it's still a happy occasion. Good luck on the day.
He's in a good mood because he just proposed to the love of his life. Fuck you, you fucking rat.
We have some other business to attend to now. Until next time.
Very well.
Hey.
I'll see you out.
Well, actually, we're about to walk right back in. Because Kazuha.
He seems busy. That must be true for anyone about to get married, right?
You're right. Kujo Kamaji is on cloud 9. What do you think, traveler? He chalked it up to her being coy, but that doesn't sound like the Hiragi Chisato I know. It bothers me also. But unfortunately, attempting to...
Yeah, how come?
What?
Whenever we come across stuff like this on our adventures, we always find a way to get to the bottom of it.
I see. So that's how adventurers think. In my opinion, we face two obstacles in this case. Firstly, we have very little information to go on.
Yeah, that's a
I
good
must
point.
be cautious about taking a stance. Secondly, and more importantly, the person involved doesn't seem to care. If we intervene without his blessing, good intentions may lead to catastrophic results.
You do have a point. Kamaji
Everything in the world is intertwined. What looks like a simple outcome is often the result of multiple conflating reasons.
Yeah.
Seeking the full
Sure.
truth would be a long and laborious process. It would be inefficient, sort of. I have to take this approach, or the work of the Yashiro Commissioner would never be done. My opinion is something like this. When something strange happens, instead of trying to find out what could have caused it, it is better to look at the situation itself. If the outcome is positive, and no one was deceived or harmed in the process, we don't know yet.
But
After all, we don't know what Hiragi Chisato's thoughts are, do we? I have to say, I'm impressed by your ability to zero in on the issue from such a short meeting. Most insightful of you. You are thorough and thoughtful.
confident shit-eating Grin. I mean, we didn't get this far by being stupid, I suppose.
Only if we are to take Kujo Kamaji at his word. But there are two sides to it. I wish to know Hiragi Chisato's angle on this.
Mm.
Don't worry.
It's because you're dense, Paimon. Fuck you.
To visit the Hiragi clan to deliver my best wishes anyway. Let's take the opportunity to
Yeah, I feel like she's gonna be kind of skeptical about it.
As committed as Kujo Kamaji, perhaps they can navigate the challenges ahead successfully. Well, life isn't always a smooth journey.
Ain't that the fucking truth, Ayato? Say it again for the people in the back. Alright. Fuck. He's still busy. Alright. Fine. We'll finish Ayato's story quest. Whatever. Torito we go. Streamlabs, why have you died? On my phone. Excuse me? Okay, there we go. What the fuck? Oh yeah, I need a second monitor. Just broke. Need to go to Micro Center and pick one up.
Much to prepare for the wedding. Should we also invite some prominent business leaders who frequently visit Rito?
At the very least, we should send them invitations.
I agree. Ah, hello there, Yashiro
The
Commissioner.
weird chatter of old people.
To what
Okay.
do we owe the honor on this fine day?
As it happens, I'm here regarding the same wedding I believe I heard you discussing just now. I come bearing the felicitations of the Kamisato clan. Would Lady Hiragi happen to be available at this moment?
All ladies entertaining guests right now, and we're not entirely sure how long she will be.
But please, do come in. We will arrange some tea and snacks for you and your attendants.
Hey, Paimon is not
You misunderstand. These two are dear friends. We don't wish to impose. We'll just wander around in the general area. Apologies for the interruption while you're busy with preparations. Please, let us know once Lady Hiragi is available.
Nonsense, Commissioner. No imposition at all. This wedding is a joyful occasion, and all the other clans who serve the Hiragi clan are most delighted for them indeed. We're merely doing the best we can to make this wedding as grand an affair as possible.
So,
When it comes, we'll invite everyone in the clan and even the general public to attend.
did one of them send the letter?
That sounds splendid.
Because the
We'll leave you to it.
status of their clan get tainted when her father was thrown in prison.
Take care, Commissioner.
And since the Tenryou Commission was also fucked up, that this is the way that they're gonna, like,
that without actually saying anything.
Hence why I dislike small talk. Our timing was not ideal, but never mind.
oh. Ah,
I spotted a
We'll see.
stall on our way over where we can pass the time. The owner always manages.
we'll never find out what the other manages to do. Oh, it's the Dango Milk Day.
Ah, it's you. Good to see you again. Seems like you're always showing up with a VIP in tow.
Kinda.
So you know the owner as well?
Yup, we traded dango milk a while back with the almighty Shogun in Inazuma City.
Ah, I see. So you were involved in that. I'd caught wind of this dango milk, but I didn't know that it had anything to do with you two. I always order one of his creative drinks whenever I pass the stall. The flavor is always new and
It does sound good.
when I
Dango
noticed you
milk.
set up shop in Rito, I simply had to come by.
Oh, thanks to you all, my business is finally beginning to take off. More and more people are willing to give my creative cuisine a shot.
Good.
It gave me the confidence to decide that I'm going to stick to creative cuisine from now on. On the one hand, wanted more people to be able to try out my culinary creations. On the other hand,
Good.
wanted my customers to experience.
It's a great mindset.
With a lot of thought, finally came up with an all-new business concept.
Sounds interesting. What is it this time?
Yeah, what?
I've decided to give complete creative control to the customer. I offer all sorts of ingredients, and they pick and choose whatever they want to mix with their milk or tea.
Oh, so boba
As
tea.
well as dango, I now offer rice cake, purple potato balls, black sugar, and sunsettia.
They really all go well with hard to imagine.
What if I were to choose some ingredients you don't have here? Would that be okay?
Well, I guess so. Any novel ideas you have, Commissioner, please feel free to tell me. I'll go buy the ingredients right away. The whole idea was to let my customers express their creativity freely. So of course, I shouldn't place restrictions on the ingredients if I can help it.
Excellent. There are a few things I'd like to try. Lavender melon, seagrass, and sea ganoderma.
What? You wanna mix those with milk?
I do indeed. Why? What's wrong?
You really think that's gonna turn out tasting good?
It's all about the experience. The taste is secondary. It's great to try new things. Traveler, any thoughts?
Also, Ayato's a slut for boba tea. Sea Ganoderma. What does Sea Ganoderma taste like? Let's find out. Let's look it up on the wiki. Trivia. But for Donnie to try, it's a mushroom. Mushroom of immortality. So it's gross, is what I've discovered. Let's go with lavender melon.
Risky choice.
What do you mean a risky choice? It's a melon!
Okay. Paimon will have the same as you.
3 milks with lavender melon, please.
No problem. Give me a second, and I'll have them ready in just a moment. Here, your milk is ready. Give it a try.
Yep, just as Paimon suspected. Raw lavender melon does not taste good.
I think it tastes all right. It makes me feel in touch with Mother Nature.
Yeah.
Review seemed pretty positive, but Paimon still thinks there are better combinations.
Taste is your key concern, yes?
Obviously, tasty food and drinks are some of life's most important
Well said. If I could say the same was true for me, I believe I'd be a very content man.
Yeah, but Ayato has the entirety of the Kamisato Commission to run, so...
And I try to conserve mine for the things that really count. To create some mental breathing room, I try not to overthink the less critical matters. Having my sister attend public events in my stead, and having Toma as housekeeper has also been a great help, and allowed me to focus.
We're just passing the time here, though, right? Is there
One or two things. Let's continue this discussion somewhere else.
I'm glad that leaf decided to pass
I
by his
noticed something
face.
before we left the Hiragi clan's residence. No, it was just a small detail. I I was curious to know their thoughts on the wedding,
Mm.
so I asked them about it. Naturally, they responded that all other clans are happy for the Hiragi clan.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the truth.
What do you mean?
Hiragi Shinsuke is still in prison, meaning the Kanjo Commission is the least stable in the Tri-Commission.
Yep.
Hiragi Chisato is the sole remaining pillar of her clan, but now she plans to marry into the Kujo clan. If I belonged to one of the assisting clans to the Hiragis, I would not be feeling optimistic about the future. But they didn't mention a word about that. They simply said they were delighted for them. These are not unintelligent people. I highly doubt it is because they simply do not realize. I imagine they didn't want to discuss family issues in front of outsiders.
Probably not.
But still, the more I think back over that conversation, the more it doesn't sit right. Keep a close eye on them, Hisashi.
Yes, sir.
Whoa! Where did you
I'm glad he just has a ninja with him. Alright.
This is one
Sick.
of my most trusted members of the Shumatsu.
Okay. He doesn't look like a Shumatsu, man. He looks like a fucking normal Inazuma person. But maybe that's the point, I guess.
My duties, sir.
Keep a close watch on the clan representatives we met today.
Well received. I'm on the case.
Oh, and I almost forgot. That milk I just had? Please order one more and deliver it to Toma.
As you wish, sir.
Interesting.
Oh no, poor Toma.
Good luck, Toma. Hello?
Kamisato, Lady
Oh.
Hiragi's previous engagement is now concluded.
Thank you kindly. Let's go and see Hiragi.
Lavender melon seems like it'd be kind of good. Like a milk tea kind of thing. I mean, it'd be like, I don't know. Maybe lavender melon's kind of like an eggplant thing. It's like more of a vegetable. Even though it's a melon. I don't know. I don't know. Just walking through the sand garden they meticulously rake every day. No big deal. Up here, sand garden.
Hi, nice to see you again, Chisato.
I heard that Sir Kamisato had brought some guests, but I didn't know it was you two.
Well, she seems to be in good
Hi,
spirits.
Hiragi. How have you been faring?
This is a rare privilege, Sir Kamisato. It is not often that I have the chance to meet you, let alone here in the comfort of my own home. I'm doing very well indeed, thank you. You must be so busy. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and congratulate Kamaji and I. It really means a lot.
But of course, the Tri-Commission are the servants of the Shogun, and we should look out for one another. In fact, we visited Sir Kujo just now. It's clear that he's very much looking forward to the wedding.
Just
Perhaps his joy is infectious, for I am now feeling rather elated myself. I sincerely wish you a joyful wedding and a blissful marriage.
Thank you for your kind words.
Hearing
This was
important people speak
to make.
is always interesting to me, because it always makes me want to slap
I'm
them.
sure the news will cause something of a stir. But come what may, we will stand as one and face whatever the future throws at us together.
For I am elated.
Tough for you, Chisato.
Yes. To be honest, I'm still a little nervous about it all. But Kamaji has been so supportive. His promises have comforted me a lot.
Is it because your father's in prison?
Sounds like you have some considerable reservations, Lady Hiragi.
Yes. Well, there are so many things I need to consider. In case you were wondering, I was not actually entertaining VIPs just now. I was in fact meeting with one of the Kanjo Commission's...
That's a weird statement to just bring out.
Really? Him?
He charged in all of a sudden and said that he had something very important to tell me. He didn't mince his words. Basically, he doesn't want me to marry Kamachi. He has always been a calm and contained person who never acts out of line. I was quite shocked to see him so agitated. But despite all that, what he was saying made a lot of sense. He thinks that now is a bad time for this wedding to happen.
Kinda.
He pointed out that I am like the final pillar propping up my clan. If I marry into the Kujo clan, that pillar is taken away. There will no longer be a voice of authority in the Hiragi clan. And it could be a disastrous move for my personal image, too.
Yeah, kinda.
Just two families becoming one big family, though, right?
Because there's nobody else to take care of her clan.
In Inazuma, clan affiliation influences every
Yeah.
facet of life. After the wedding, Lady Hiragi will belong to the Kujo clan. The Kanjo Commission's attitude toward you may undergo some significant changes thereafter.
Precisely. This is a terrible thing to be saying, but I'm starting to have second thoughts. Maybe I went along with it all too easily. Maybe I allowed myself to be pushed into this. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I'm making my guests listen to me complaining.
No problem at all.
Intriguing.
The Yashiro Commission.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. I mean, like, she is the only voice of reason in her clan, so...
I should offer to help you as best I can. For instance, by helping you gather your thoughts on the matter. Now, we heard from Sir Kujo that his decision to tie the knot was prompted by a letter he received from you. But we've also heard that you did not write that letter. Sir Kujo thought that perhaps you were just being coy. Oh, dear. Perhaps I should have kept that part to myself.
You fucking smooth
But that was...
bitch.
It was just a prop in his playful proposal, wasn't it? It was clearly purpose designed, what with all the fancy lettering and so on.
Fancy lettering, you say? So I am to understand that had it not been for this letter, you two may not have chosen this moment to be wed?
When it comes down to it, yes, I think so. Oh, do you mean to say that this letter is not what I thought it to be?
Sir Kujo maintains that the letter was penned by your hand.
Huh?
Yeah.
But then... how did...
Either way, it's wonderful to see how much you both try.
Wow, and you fucking just, like...
In that sense, you could say that the origin of the letter is ultimately not of great importance.
Wow. Alright, Ayato.
Perhaps Sir Kujo was the one being coy. After all, he had no particular reason to be forthcoming with us about the details of his playful proposal.
I understand. As you say, ultimately, the origin of the letter doesn't matter. But my position does matter. Kamaji and I thought that we needn't worry about anything that lies ahead, because we can face it all together. But now, I think I should give it some more thought.
Yeah, kinda.
Marriage is the most important decision of your life. Don't let yourself regret it. It is also part of the Yashiro Commission's job to help people through difficult times.
Yeah?
I say this as an advocate for you personally, and for the Hiragi clan. Please, do not be compelled by circumstances to make any decision that goes against your will. To be together with the one you love is a sacred thing. It is my earnest wish that both of you may enjoy a bright and beautiful future, not a bittersweet one.
I'll take to heart every word you have said to me.
So, Ayato isn't trying to figure out
I can't
the circumstances. He's analyzing the situation and understanding that it's sketchy, so he's trying to implant words of wisdom into some people's minds.
Since you'll be needing some time to think things over, we will excuse ourselves now.
Oh, wait. Let me see you out.
Thank you, Lady Hiragi, but there will be no need. Traveler, let's find somewhere to talk.
Intriguing. Intriguing immensely. I'm going far away, what the fuck? Interesting. Ooh. That's the title.
Hiragi Chisato is on a totally different
Yeah, a little
page
bit.
than Kujo.
Well, because Kucho has a lot less to consider, I guess.
Why did you give her such vague suggestions? Couldn't you just have told her what you'd do in her position? Because Paimon's pretty sure you have an idea.
I've said everything I can, given the Yashiro Commission's stance. Interfering too much with other commissions' domestic issues will only create trouble.
Yeah,
The more
kinda.
I think about
Not
it,
really his job.
the stranger this all seems. But Hiragi Chisato has yet to see it. We must be vigilant.
Strange? In what way?
Someone wants Hiragi Chisato to be married as soon as possible, and if my guess is right, it is someone from within the Kanjo Commission. This person is presumably also responsible for the mysterious and misleading letter. Think about this. A lowly officer is greatly worried about Hiragi Chisato's future, while the heads of the supporting clans ostensibly have no concern at all. It doesn't add up. When someone's words and actions do not match, you need to infer their intentions from their behavior.
Yeah, someone wants her out.
Yes, it's a smart strategy. Far superior to the one adopted by the Tenryou Commission's Takatsukasa clan. Even had the forged letter failed and been seen for what it was, there would have been no repercussions. They could simply have explained it away as a
That's true.
misguided, well-meaning matchmaking attempt by a
It
member.
was a smart move.
But if the letter were to achieve its goal, as it has so far, the perpetrator would successfully weaken the Hiragi clan without ever having to lift a finger against them. All under the guise of simply encouraging.
That's the weird thing too, is it's not even necessarily malicious. It's just greedy.
In prison. Challenges to the Hiragi clan's leadership would begin to emerge throughout the ranks.
Strange, someone just wants to...
Actually, we have evidence. His name
Oh.
is Shinojo.
Shinojo?
Oh.
He should be back by now.
Yes, sir.
Did they take one of the Kanjo Commission officers away?
Yes. His name is Shinojo.
As I expected, they cannot afford to let this opportunity pass them by. Hiragi Chisato had been persuaded by Kujo Kanjo, and the wedding was sure to go ahead. But after Chisato's meeting with Shinojo, she began to have second thoughts. In their eyes, Officer Shinojo has interfered with their plan.
But why did they suspect him and not us?
Someone was eavesdropping on our conversation with Chisato the entire time.
I see.
I was a little reserved.
No way.
How about everything you say is stupid?
I think so. But whoever is behind this will not allow their plan to fail now. They will not. Her stance was
Oop,
so
I didn't do
passive
that.
that she was easily manipulated.
Yeah?
Treated like a pawn, with even her marriage becoming a battleground for political power play. Despite all of this, she still believed that a happy future was awaiting her. When she formally marries into the Kujo clan, she will lose her title as daughter of the Hiragi clan, her position in the Kanjo Commission, and above all, her independence.
Yeah.
Marriage is such a trap.
Easier said than done. The perpetrators are manipulating everything from the shadows, letting unsuspecting pawns do their work. This is what makes their approach so smart. We, meanwhile, are out in the open. If we attempt to stop this wedding from happening, we will become the villains of the story and face immense public backlash.
Yeah, we're in a tough position, huh? Because on paper, there's nothing really going on, and we can't prove it.
Perpetrators wish to maintain control over the situation. Their only option is to come out from the shadows.
We really have to wait and just catch them tripping up and actually being guilty of something.
First, we must go and rescue Shinojo. He has done nothing wrong
Yeah.
and does not deserve to be punished.
Because even if we were to say something, like, it's like, okay,
We'll head off right now.
exactly what he said earlier. Yeah, it's just a letter from a family member that wanted them to get together. Can't prove what they think mentally. And, you know, there's no mind-reading lie detector test that we can do, so... Truth is also a lie. That is something I considered being the outcome for this. It's smart, though. That's the whole weird thing about it, too, is it's not even necessarily explicitly malicious. It's just greedy. They want control to do something. And, you know, obviously, maybe it's a remnant of the Fatui plot in Inazuma. It's also a possibility. Guess we'll have to see. Speaking of Fatui. Oh, it's okay. I'm stupid. I looked at them, but
What are you doing? Release Shinojo this instant!
Stop this at once.
It's the Yashiro
damn,
Commissioner.
get fucked.
Well, we take orders from our master. No one else.
Really? Then please, excuse me.
Who goes there? Soldiers, quick!
I love who goes there. Who do you think goes there? Who just told you who's going here?
Cascade.
Why Noblesse? They gave him Harangappa Kofetsu, but they don't give him no. I would have pulled for his weapons for shits and giggles, but it's just not worth it.
I will have order.
Bonk.
Solidify.
Bonk.
Withdraw. Blast. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. We beat the shit out of you. We beat their asses.
No need to follow them.
No. Not important.
Bait to catch the fish anyway. Leave them be. I think I saw a key fall to the ground during the fight. Let's free Shinojo first. But in all the chaos, it must have been kicked to one side.
What the? It's a Tanuki?
Let's follow it and see.
Why? Okay, look, I get it, like, key, but we could probably just break the fucking. This cage has been of wood. But that lock. We could probably just bust the lock. I don't get it. There's a shrine up there. What am I stupid?
Oh, thank the.
Oh. I want you to know that I've never done anything with the Bakudiniki. I've never hunted it down for treasure ever. Because, quite honestly, it's not worth the time.
Thank you. It was terrible. Oh, wait! You have to listen to me. Lady Chisato's wedding. It's all part of a scheme. Someone's trying to use the wedding for their own ends.
Calm down, Shinojo. It's okay. We know about all that.
Huh?
Excuse me.
Aroused to this possibility, and so far, everything is unfolding rather as we expected. Those behind this plan are not going to give up easily. Their next move is imminent. We must devise sufficient countermeasures. Yashiro Commissioner, you're personally going to take action? This situation has consequences for the whole Tri-Commission, and the stability of all Inazuma is at stake. My hitherto neutral stance ends now.
So much conviction.
Shogun has always despised these pathetic power games. As a commissioner, I am a servant of the Shogun, and it is therefore my duty to handle these tiresome matters on her behalf. That's true. Shinojo, Don't return to your post yet. Find somewhere safe and stay hidden. Traveler, Paimon, let's get out of here.
Well, if it isn't the Yashiro Commissioner. I hear you showed up here with no explanation and attacked my men. You wouldn't happen to be carrying out some sort of secret mission, now would you?
I heard that someone was taking the law into their own hands. As a responsible official of Inazuma, I could not in good conscience stand idly by. Shinojo may be your retainer, but the law does not grant you the right to abuse him.
Abuse? Nonsense. I was just teaching him a lesson. Out of nowhere, a low-ranking officer decides to barge in on Lady Hiragi and start spouting out the most absurd and insulting nonsense.
Bro, just cut him down.
A truly egregious loss of decorum. I dare say, the poor lady was terrified.
So, you're saying that you know absolutely nothing of the reasons for his actions? Because otherwise, why would you describe it as out of nowhere?
Two people from two different clans are getting married. That's all there is to it. And yet this young gentleman took it upon himself to fabricate a nonsensical disaster story around it. How should I know what he was thinking? Even if she marries into the Kujo clan, Lady Hiragi will always be the daughter of the Hiragi clan and the most distinguished member of the Konjo Commission.
Not really.
And always will be her loyal.
You don't give a shit.
It's our duty to see that she never has to worry about anything. Loyalty and duty are our guiding principles. Not only did this guard show no regard for either, he went out of his way to upset our lady. How could one do such a thing? Even if we put it down to a rare moment of impulsivity. I have to say, I'm surprised to see one of such noble standing as yourself rushing to his defense.
Darn it! This guy is good. Annoyingly good.
Just fucking hit him with a...
I'm suddenly reminded of an anecdote I'd like to share with you.
Carve a Z into his chest.
Moment since I took up my post in the Yashiro Commission. Every day I've been exposed to new and fascinating things.
He's not moving his mouth.
A merchant from abroad once told me about a curious kind of bird with the most extraordinarily long tongue. So long, in fact, that you can tie 2 knots in the portion of it that extends out of its beak. Someone as erudite as yourself could be able to guess what people do with these unusual avians.
Keep them as pets.
Why is your mouth still moving?
You'd think, wouldn't you? But there's a catch. You see, this bird is of no use to humans whatsoever, and certainly doesn't make a suitable pet. If you catch one, the best thing you can do is actually cut its tongue off and throw it out of the window. The reason they give is this. The longest tongue has the most to say, but don't be deceived as it chirps away, lest the song it sings lead you astray.
I say, Yashiro Commissioner, are you here simply to mock the Konjo Commission?
Far from it. In my mind, the Konjo Commission is made up of honorable individuals, upright and forthright, conscientious and loyal. It is unbecoming of such people to resort to lies, deception, and filibustering.
Damn.
All as part of a plan to remove Lady Hiragi from her position in the Konjo Commission.
Yashiro Commissioner, please don't make accusations without any evidence.
The evidence is standing right in front of me, is it not? I have a credible witness who can confirm you were quick to try and make him disappear as soon as he said something that you did not like. Ugh, dear me. I can't believe the Grand Matsura clan is now represented by someone with less of a sense of loyalty than even an ordinary servant.
Get fucked.
Studied hard and took a government position, only to make it to where you are now just to play these petty power games behind the scenes. I'm not sure whether it's because you're smart enough to play the system, or too foolish to know any better. In your years of service to the Shogun, not only have you managed to glean nothing good from the people around you, you have also let yourself be blinded by self-interest.
The way he speaks is so poignant and specific.
Bright future.
I enjoy it.
I'm not angry, Mr. Matsura. I just feel sorry for you.
Damn.
Is that right? Then tell me, if you're so bright. What exactly do you think you can do to me? This is at most a conjure commission issue. We'll handle this amongst ourselves. You are reaching rather outside of your bounds, Yashiro Commissioner. If you seek to involve yourself in other clans' affairs, might I be so bold then as to question your motives in doing so? I think you are simply opposed to an alliance between the Conjure Commission and Tenryo Commission, because the new balance of power of the Tri-Commission would be a threat to you personally. So you come here with an elaborate excuse to try and break up this marriage.
So, that's how you view it. Well, I have to
I think Ayato only cares about drinking boba tea
far more talented than I
and playing chess. But, you know,
Tri-Commission.
that's fine.
Let me be crystal clear. This wedding is going to happen, and nothing is going to change that. The notices have already been sent out. All of Inazuma City knows about it now. Most of the public weren't aware that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato were courting. But you can bet it's all anybody's talking about now.
Cut his head off.
Once the notices go out, that's it.
Done.
The wedding is a sure thing, even if it hasn't happened just yet.
I see. It seems like I was wrong.
So suddenly we see eye to eye.
I had expected you to at least be smarter than most. But it seems that I was gravely mistaken.
Wow.
Kamisato Ayato! You! How dare you!
You've made your move. Now, I suppose it's time I made mine.
What do you mean?
What's it gonna do?
Do you seriously think this marriage will bring the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryo Commission together? Isn't it at all possible that the Kanjo Commission becomes marginalized as a consequence of this union? Goodness me. Well, I've learned a great deal from talking to you. That will be all for now. If you would excuse me, I shall take my leave.
Damn. He just talked fucking circles around that dude. No, Pyman, of course you didn't follow because, yeah, you're brain dead.
But fortunately, I was prepared. As I said, they ended up coming out from the shadows and revealing themselves.
Cool.
Let's see how things are in Inazuma City. Then, I'll take you through the details of my plan.
Smack the side of my headset. Alright. Still disappointed they didn't just fucking cut him down where he stood, but yeah. It's fine.
Look at this. The daughter of the Kanjo Commission's Hiragi clan and the master of the Tenryo Commission's Kujo clan are getting married.
Sounds like an all-around perfect match, don't you think?
For sure. I'm just surprised. It seems very sudden. I hadn't heard a single word about it until now.
Good luck to them, I say. I'm sure it must have been a hard decision.
Looks like the wedding is definitely going ahead.
It's still too early to make that conclusion. Our adversary wants to push this marriage past the point of no return. However, we can still beat them at their own game. But only if Kujo Kamaji is willing to help us.
Man, this quest is fucking... I can't just do one story quest. No. I should have finished them before. I should be a good, diligent boy and finish my quests. It's my fault. It's my fault. It's not Kujo Kamiji's fault for being now also busy with the fact that a fucking assassin with a cursed sword is walking around. Why didn't we apprehend the person that tried to assassinate us? Is a good question that I would like to ask. I mean, somebody just fucking came up out of nowhere and tried striking us down, and then also admitted that he's trying to kill Kazuha, so, like, why I mean, maybe that's the point of us coming here, but... Oh, there's Kazuha.
Oh? It's you. Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt Decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation.
Just to Kazuha?
Kaedahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of the show.
I see.
Your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. Also, I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes, and for that, I'm deeply grateful. The Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions that have built up over the years. The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaedahara name. Regarding the history of the Kaedahara clan, I trust that you're already in short, there was once a group of...
Yeah, I know.
There came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted.
To be fair, it is part of an event that passed,
Both the
so...
Kaedahara and Kamisato clans were held accountable for lax oversight and entered a period of great... We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the... Considering Mr. Kaedahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements, but also receive recompense for the excessive punishment borne by...
Yeah, a little bit, but I don't think Kazuha cares about staying in Inazuma.
Clans by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release the findings of our investigations into these matters. We trust you can understand why this was necessary.
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the Almighty Shogun. However, would I be correct to assume that this magnanimous gesture does not have some strings attached?
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. We seek only to correct a past injustice. With the Kaedahara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaedaharas will be bladesmiths once more, and your wanderings will finally come to an end. You will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City, with the Almighty Shogun's blessing and full support of the Shogunate.
Accustomed to life among the elements, I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls of a stately abode. Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaedahara, and the art of blade making for which it stood.
Kazuha's costume looks so fucking cool.
You have a responsibility to restore their honor.
I love this character.
I sense some hesitation in your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently circulating through the populace will disappear.
Malicious rumors? All we heard on the way here was so much praise that we almost wondered whether there was another kind.
Well,
shut up, Paimon.
Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaedahara really parried the Shogun's strike. Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, the false Kaedahara Kazuha was using a delusion began to spread.
I see.
But that doesn't make sense. Using a delusion turns you old and frail, and Kazuha still looks fine.
That is correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable notion still.
Yeah, kind of. Except we do it, but...
Similar rumors. I am very uncomfortable with being the subject of public discussion, no matter whether it brings suspicion or stardom my way. But perhaps if the Shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation will blow over more quickly.
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought. It stands to benefit all.
Please allow me some time to consider. In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well then.
Let's jump from something serious to something life-threatening. No big deal. I mean, I guess the Shogunate won it because they gain more bladesmiths. So it's just profitable for them.
No. This puzzles me as much as it does you. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through, so that each can be fairly assessed for quality. Over time, these techniques form something of a Kaidahara sword art, focused on blade testing, but with a full repertoire of combat forms. Those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle. So it's hard to imagine that the similarity you speak of was coincidence alone.
All the more reason to watch your back!
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive. Anyone he targets is at risk of serious injury, or worse.
Kinda.
In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search for him.
Thank you. I must say, I am now very curious about this matter. I will first join the traveler in investigating the one who attacked her, then give you a conclusive answer upon my return.
Very well. Please stay safe.
Excuse me.
Come on. Let's go and track down your aggressor.
The detective agency knows the most about what goes on in town. Let's see what Ryuji has to say.
Look, I'm fucking ADD right now with the back and forth between these quests. I was just handling a marriage and now I'm looking for an assassin. It's alright. Oh. Oh, nice. I love the effort that they put into making a fucking record disc something different in Genshin. It's not a record, it's a radiant spin crystal. Yeah, we go to this fucking detective agency way too much in this game. Yeah, what's poppin'?
Hey there, we'd like to ask you a quick question. Do you know if anyone around here has been looking for him? For Kaidahara Kazuha, we mean.
So this is the renowned Mr. Kaidehara. I've heard a lot about you.
You are too kind. We are currently investigating an assault and would appreciate any help you can offer.
Oh? You were targeted in an assault? Let me think. I can't seem to recall anything of immediate interest. Mr. Kaidehara
I would
is
imagine
currently
not.
the talk of the town, so there are always a lot of people looking for him. To be honest with you, our detective agency has recently been receiving many inquiries from people wishing to obtain Mr. Kaidehara's personal information. Some of them were offering us millions of mora just to gather the information they want. If these were more legitimate commissions, Sango would have snapped them up in an instant.
Millions? Of more?
Please, accept my thanks for looking out for my privacy.
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate cases. We don't make our money by revealing details of other people's Sorry, I got a little... But I wouldn't know where to begin if we want to connect this with an assault.
Then let's put that connection aside for now. Have there been any other attacks or similar incidents recently that stand out as particularly unusual? The Tenryou Commission had very few leads. I thought you might have some information from different sources.
It's true that the commissioners aren't clued up about every little thing that goes on out in the streets. But typically, it's only the most trivial events that manage to escape their attention. If anyone had been out there attacking people, that would be assault, in which case the Tenryou Commission would absolutely get involved.
Uh-oh. Looks like the trail's already run cold.
I still find it difficult to believe that whoever attacked you hasn't been causing any trouble elsewhere.
Yeah, especially because we don't look similar at all.
Prowess in battle. So unless you were the first person he targeted, someone is certain to have been hurt by now. I am well aware of your talents. There is no need to be humble around me. It gives me great grief to see someone become critically injured or lose their life because of me for the poor victim.
Yeah.
This would be a completely senseless crime.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
It seems you are every
Oops.
hero they make you out to be, Mr. Kaidehara. Surely this same concern for your fellow man is what drove you to fearlessly raise your blade against the almighty Shogun.
You flatter me. Truth be told, I don't know quite what came over me in that moment.
You are much too humble. Don't worry, I completely understand your concerns. I will try my best to gather whatever leads I can for you. Oh, actually, there was one strange...
So now there's something that's intriguing, and it's going to be related, isn't it?
Let me tell you about it just in case.
Sure. During times like this, the more information we have, the better.
All right then. Recently, 2 people went missing from the city at around the same time.
That could have just been Ito.
A pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato. The other,
Nagato,
Yuya, is a samurai from the Amenoma clan. Right. Yuya is the nephew of Amenoma Togo, the owner of Amenoma Smithy. 2 grown men going missing at the same time. I recalled this because Amenoma Yuya is also an accomplished martial artist who is skilled with the blade. Perhaps he...
Interesting.
Understood, though it seems highly unlikely to me. I neither know this man, nor do I have any idea.
Sure, can't hurt.
Thank
Shut up,
you,
Emma.
Yuji. We'll start by making some inquiries at the Amenoma Smithy.
Sounds good. All the best with your
So, I mean, the people that went missing basically are just people that would understand the sword that he has, maybe? Maybe it's like a fucking, like an Anubis from JoJo's situation, where the sword is controlling somebody.
Ah, if it isn't Kaedehara Kazuha, what brings you here today?
Huh? You two know each other?
Yes, the Kaedehara and Amenoma clans were both members of the Raiden Gokaden. Historically, there have always been deep links between the two clans. After I returned to Inazuma, I visited Mr. Amenoma to pay my respect. Yes, you may recall the story of the Raiden Gokaden from the Iridori Festival.
That I do. That I do.
Their craft back to the same source. Over time, each of us has arrived at a different blade-making philosophy. Spawning, as an example, the Amenoma art strives to emulate the abiding patience and determination of water as it turns stone to sand. There is nothing mystical to our work. There is only practice, day in and day out, until both body and mind have memorized the craft, turning each motion of every technique into an intrinsic part of the bladesmith's life. As for the art of the
Scam calls trying to get my personal information.
I believe it's called the Ishin art.
That's right. Ishin art strives for complete harmony between blade and mind from the moment that forging begins. For only a blade thus forged can capture and convey its maker's thoughts and feelings, and eventually become an extension of its wielder's will.
Indeed. Most samurai choose their blades, but an Ishin blade chooses its owner. You are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade. It gladdens my heart to see that although the Kaedehara clan has fallen on hard times, its ideals and virtues are alive and well.
You overestimate.
Indeed. But
my actions are guided by my own personal sentiments, not by any noble aspirations on behalf of my clan. But let's get back on topic. The purpose of our visit today is to gather some information on your missing nephew. We hope to assist with the investigation. It may turn out that this case is connected to another we are pursuing.
Ah, yes. My nephew. I reported the case to the Tenryo Commission, but I haven't heard anything back so far. He didn't say a word before he left, which is very unlike him. I'm still completely at a loss on what to make of it, but I've done what I can so far. Worrying is futile. All I can do now is wait for the news from the...
We heard that there was a collector involved in the disappearance.
Yes. On the morning that Yuya went missing, he gave me a very cryptic look and said that he was going to give me a great gift. I believe
That's
you
weird.
collect the item from Mr. Nagato. After that, the next thing I heard was that a fire had broken out at the warehouse. And neither of them came back. Yes. Strange, isn't it? I wonder what could have caused it. Unfortunately, there was very little evidence left behind, so nobody knows what really happened.
Do you have any thoughts on what Yuya may have...
Those eyebrows are his skin color.
If I had to guess, it must have been some kind of rare weapon.
Like the one that was used to assault us, potentially.
He's never been particularly interested in blade forging, but has always had a fondness for blade testing, and can sense even the most minute differences in blade quality. He is extraordinarily talented in martial arts, particularly when it comes to the art of the sword.
Truth be told, we have some information that you may find to be objectionable. The person we're looking for, he attacked this friend of mine. Based on the evidence we have gathered so far, only Yuya seems to match the suspect's profile.
What? No. Absolutely impossible. Yuya is not that kind of person. He is humble and kind. Even his training is done with the goal of calming his mind. He has never gotten into a fight before.
Huh. Is that so?
So is a cursed sword.
Say for certain, it's that Yuya would never draw his blade without a very good reason. But, with that said, it's equally out of character for him to just disappear, with neither farewell. I also cannot know what course of action he might be capable of if coerced, or otherwise compelled by circumstances unbeknownst to me. Anyway, should you find him, please let me know as soon as possible.
Don't worry, you have our word.
From the sound of that, Paimon doesn't think Yuya was the one who attacked us as well.
Yes. It sounds as if something happened when the two men met each other. Let's pay a visit to the Nagato household.
That was a lot of story, and I'm gonna be honest, I didn't listen to most of it. So, alright, let's go. We're vibing. I paid attention to approximately 0.2% of that. Got a lot of words. I didn't feel like listening. Can I finish this marriage thing now? Well, we'll continue Kazuha another time. I want to finish this marriage thing since I've already started it. That is kind of interesting, though. So two people just completely unrelated to anything went missing. And they were both together on the day of the disappearance. Fire. I think it is going to be like a JoJo's Anubis blade situation, where that blade is cursed, and it is controlling the wielder who come after Kazuha for some reason. Maybe it's a cursed blade from his clan? Matt? Or maybe Scary Moosh is part of it?
I just heard that the news of my wedding has been officially announced. It seems so sudden. I wasn't ready yet.
Uh-huh. Well.
I see. So someone's trying to take advantage of our marriage.
If you proceed with the wedding, the repercussions for you are likely to be minimal. But we must take Lady Hiragi's situation into consideration.
Yeah.
Previously considered this possibility. But in the end, we're getting married for true love. And I've promised her that I'll do everything in my power to protect her.
I understand where you're coming from, but to be frank, she should not need your protection.
True.
Or, to put it another way, you have tacitly admitted that Lady Hiragi will need your help to get through the hard times ahead, which perhaps suggests that, deep down, you realize all she stands to lose. I don't mean to criticize you. It is natural to want to protect our loved ones. You're an intelligent and gentle person, and I'm sure you would have been able to think about this more objectively were you not so emotionally involved in the situation. I'm sure you admire Lady Hiragi for being the independent, gentle, resilient, and strong-willed person she is. For the sake of marrying you, this wonderful woman will become someone who has to depend on you for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
Are you really okay with that?
I love her with all my heart, and would would do anything to make her happy. That's why I cannot abide to see her suffer or be manipulated by other people. Yashiro Commissioner, you're right. It was naive and selfish of me to take things this far. But it's too late now, isn't it? There are notices everywhere.
I have a plan, but it needs a villain. So, in order for my plan to work, you and I must both play the role of antagonists. But it is not without its risks. Are you willing to help?
Of course he is.
If there's a way to salvage this, then let's hear it.
I've told the people at the Kanjo Commission that the marriage isn't going to unify the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryou Commission. On the contrary, it's a terrible idea that will marginalize the Kanjo Commission. The context for this is that they are planning to use this marriage to bring down the Hiragi clan. And the key to their success is coming up against no resistance to the marriage from the Tenryou Commission. But what if we were to imagine for a moment that since the affairs of the Vision Hunt decree, the Tenryou Commission has been planning to make a move against the weakened Kanjo Commission? The only reason you have been hesitant to act since taking over the Tenryou Commission is because you care about Lady Hiragi's feelings. And so, your plan is to liaise with the Yashiro Commission to marry her and bring her out of the Kanjo Commission as soon as possible. Once that is achieved, as the person in charge of the Tenryou Commission, you no longer have any reason to hesitate.
I see. This is an ingenious plan. It takes advantage of the situation.
Exactly. Our purpose is to change Lady Hiragi's position from an unnecessary burden to an indispensable asset. By doing so, we can even strengthen her position in the Kanjo Commission.
Damn.
Once our adversaries realize how the network of connections behind the scenes really looks, they'll do their utmost to stop this wedding from happening.
That's risky as fuck, though.
Simply leave them to clear up the mess they've created.
Got it.
So the network...
We have to make sure that the behind-the-scenes story comes to the attention of our dear friends in the Kanjo Commission. Martha, with whom I spoke earlier, will now be fearing the worst. No doubt he'll be on the lookout for the first sign of a crisis. In that case, he will almost certainly have placed informants throughout Inazuma City. What we need to do is to use these informants as a breeding ground for our fake intel. Sir Kujo, there are certain things that I need you to attend to It's almost
very interesting.
My ninja has located one of the informants. Let's go and see if he'll take the bait.
Ow. What the fuck? I keep smacking my hand on shit. This shit is becoming a lot more wild than a simple fucking marriage thing. I honestly kind of thought that... Yeah. 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 I think that on that note, we're going to call it there for now. And we're going to pick this up later. I wanted to finish the wedding thing and have that be the end and have a very satisfying ending. But I don't want to do half of Kazuha's story quest. to be able to finish the wedding. Not really my MO right now. I should have just done these quests before, to be honest. You know, it would have been in my best interest to. But instead I chose to be lazy. So instead, we are going to if I can fucking do this properly.
I have to stifle a smile every time I remember the look on my retainers' faces when I informed them of my plans today.
We're gonna have to stream with some polls. Wanted to stream with some content. And we'll have that be the ending for today. Instead of the conclusion of the storyline that I was trying to finish. Hey, there we go. There's my first Heijo. Because, to be frank, while I could stream for another like 2 hours and finish both, I think we're gonna chill for now. Because I might come back later and stream some Destiny raids. Because I need to do another vow or two tonight. And I think I will probably come and stream that later tonight. So, if you're here and you're interested, look out for that. Because that is probably in the list. Also, I need to finish this boy. I did want to level him up, but I'm gonna be real. The fact that he needs the fucking Oni Kabuto. I just had to go farm those out for Ito. Not looking forward to that. He would benefit from this. I would like to use him though. And he is on my list of characters to build, for sure. If only because he's just interesting, right? Because he's a very specific character. But he seems cool. So, yeah, we'll see. I just like his fighting style. The whole fisticuffs thing is kind of cool. Just if I can get C6, I mean, that's huge. So, anyway. Let's see. Can we get Kazuha C1? No. Can we, I guess, at least get C1 Heijo? Or Ningguang? At least she was first, I guess. Any second 4-star? Another stringless. Of course, it had to come at the end, too. Motherfuck. Alright. Got 4 more. 5 more, potentially. Garbage. 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 It's alright, because this is going to be a 4-star. This one is going to be Kazuha right here. I'm telling you. Kazuha C1. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope anybody that is here or has been here has enjoyed watching me suffer. And if you play Genshin, good luck on your polls. Maybe I'll see you later for some raids. Maybe not. Regardless, y'all have a good day.